We are going to an art exhibition in Larbert. Larbert. A fine figure of a man. So I pretty much know what it is. Pretty much I do know what it is. I've never actually been in the... So we'll go through clean. There's another way of doing it. We could have went up to the Bannockburn interchange and up the back way to Torwood. It's pretty much the same way, really. It's not a great road. So what's been going on? Oh, I've been watching a video about womanese. So it's just like a YouTuber, I forget his name, but he talks about womanese and women language. He tries to interpret it, the meanings and everything. It's so funny watching it because, well, we've all been there, haven't we? Women that set out the rules, which there aren't any. The rules are they're right. And it's reminding me of my sister. 2 exes. I think the worst woman I've ever come across for just being a piece of shit was my sister, yeah. Is that the right way to describe her? I think it's a bit... At the end of the day, people are just tragic, so it's like... You know, you've got to have empathy, and even though they don't have any empathy. And it's womanese, she talks womanese. So nothing, if anything goes wrong, it's never their fault. When in the world of driving, cars, women, you know, when they fuck up, because they do quite a lot. When their driving's probably as good as me. Their driving is as I think they have problems with peripheral vision and maybe, but they don't take risks like men do. So I think the whole thing should even itself off to them being equally capable of driving as what men are. But when they're in the domain of driving and they try and wriggle out of things that they've damage that they've done and everything. My dash cam's just gone off. I've got a new cable for it. Womanese. I really like my mother was probably... Oh, I don't know, she was just something else. But my sister, oh fucking hell. Just... I think my first ex was... Like my second ex was like nutty. So she was dangerous, yeah, but... More in a kind of just dangerous way. But all the rules, they're never wrong. You're always wrong. You're responsible. They're not responsible. So whatever they do, you're responsible. That's how it works. That's how it works, yeah. What's this shit? 40. So why have they brought 40 out to here? In the country. There should be 60 here. So it's quite funny watching it, and he's watching a video, a woman that done a video, and he's trying to like explain to us what it actually means. So she had this guy around, and he started explaining what it all means, and the logic and everything, the logic behind it. There isn't any, and so that it's like yeah. Womanese, yeah. It's a pretty clever concept, that. Because it is is it scientifically real? You know. I think it is. That women are meaning different. Well, not even like. So it was impossible for me as a man who had. Well, I didn't have a diagnosis of Asperger's, but if you just like kind of see that, if you've on that sort of spectrum, I don't want to go on about it too much because I think it's overdone. But if you are on that spectrum and you're with this woman, she's talking womanese, and you're on the spectrum, Asperger's, you're not gonna stand a chance because everything's geared up against you. Because they just make up the rules as they go along, and they're always right. So, is that a natural thing? I think that the main problem is that women should be having babies, you know, and they're not. So getting hit 0 and up to here and playing. Oh, there's loads of houses getting built there on the left. Fuck off! You're slow. Do 30. The speed limit is 30. Speed limit is not 20. There's no such thing as a 20 speed limit. It's not even in the highway code. That's what really gets me about the arrogance of these bastards, these politicians, that they can actually go and undermine like the highway code. You know, the arrogance of them. But good news is there's some knockback coming along. There's a low traffic neighbourhood in Lambeth, London. The court has ruled that they've got to get rid of it immediately. Brilliant. Brilliant. Get rid of that shit. Get rid of those 20 zones. Get rid of all the numpties that are pushing it. Why don't they just fuck off? You know? What are you supposed to do with them? Well, stop giving them money. Taxpayers' money would be good, but of course that'll never happen. They'll end up getting big massive pensions, won't they? They get rewarded for being incompetent. So you're right, so we're going to Larbert. I was watching about the Spanish Inquisition yesterday. I watched it for quite a while, about an hour and a half or something. That's fucking terrifying, that. The Spanish Inquisition. It went on for like 400 years. So this is a fake speed limit here. Have we got a speed limit? I think there was a sign back there. Ah, there it is, there, look. 50, right, okay. But it should really be 60. Yeah, the Spanish Inquisition, because the guy moaning about the British Empire the other day on the live stream, and he's not switched up onto reality. You know, Torwood, that he's not in touch with reality. It's just that he just doesn't like the British Empire, or somebody's told him so, or in his little bubble he doesn't like it. The British, the colonialism and all that stuff. Sit there and just, I don't like it. With no real understanding historically of the bigger picture at all about what's happened in the last 2,000 years, you know? Just sit there and just, I don't like the British Empire. You know, fucking waking up, you moron. So who's teaching you not to like that? So it's like a self-load. Well, he's from New Zealand anyway. It's fucking full of jocks, isn't it? New Zealand. Why doesn't he fuck off back to Scotland then? We're here. instead of being in New Zealand if he doesn't like colonialism. You know, but that's all right, innit? Hey, but I hate these fucking electric cars. Especially the police. The police and the fire service and the ambulances should not get involved in that shit. Right, so here we are at Glenbervie. So I don't normally go to anything on a Friday night because I'm going to work in the morning, but forecast is rain, so it doesn't look like I'll be going. Probably not. So we're in Larbert. The Spanish Inquisition was like 400 years of terror. Well, it wasn't the Spanish Inquisition, it was the... Well, that's what it's called. It was Catholics, wasn't it? It's Catholic power and control. It's power and control. What's the best way to get to Camelin? Well, we're not going to Camelin, but I suppose what I really... Oh, I'm in the wrong lane. Right. I'm in the wrong fucking lane again. This Fiesta looks like they're not going to mess around. So, we'll just pop over. Yes. There was an arrow there that I missed. Yeah, so it was the power of the Catholic Church. And how it wielded power. And it was like horrible what they did. It's like torture, atrocities. And we're going to sit and mump about the British Empire. You know, it's like, get a fucking grip.
You can choose 2 hours of free electricity a week. Over, do energy differently.
Get a grip. Right, so we're going to go down, turn right over.
Have you ever wondered what becoming
I'm not exactly sure exactly how to get to where we're going, but I do know. We need to go up under the viaduct. Yeah. So and work out from there.
That's Terry finding out he'd won £1 million. Lotto from the National Lottery. Will you be the next millionaire? Rules and procedures are
Work out from there, yeah.
18 or over.
Oh dear, the buy now button on each page isn't clickable. Layla's web development agency.
Now we get a cyclist there on the pavement, cycling away. Now where are we going? We're going right down and turning right.
Everything should be fine now.
Indeed
Yeah.
can help her find great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Because Indeed's hiring platform makes finding great talent easy. To start hiring, visit Indeed.com/try today.
They say sharing.
So there's a guy got really angry today about one of my videos, and it's a really bizarre video.
Thousands of
No, the video,
millions of
it was a bizarre exchange.
Historic homes, wildwood,
and it'll end up with him offering to take me out for a meal and drinks.
Plus some
It was really strange.
cafes. Become a National
You know,
Trust for
it was
Scotland
like-
member from just £5.55 a month for a
He
year's
was
membership.
slagging fuck at me, and I got the
Enjoy
computer to
and
answer.
share it all.
Of course, the
Go
computer
today
agreed
at
with me.
invest.org.uk.
And because it sort of gives you your own shit back, you know. And he's like, oh, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, yeah, you're right. Who cares? So he claimed there was 99.9% of drivers are shite, and he's absolutely the best driver ever. He's driven everything since he was 14, and obviously, don't. You know, the obvious thing with that is don't try and compete with that. You'll never compete with that. He's right, you're wrong. This is a man doing a sort of different language. He's right. You know? He's right, you're wrong. So you wouldn't say something like, oh yeah, I learned how to drive tractors when I was 8 or something, and I drove this combine harvester, and I drove this articulated truck. You know, you do not say anything like that. Just agree with everything he says. He's right, he's the best driver in the world, and he's better than me. That's how you do it, because if he's really wanting to fight. He wants to fight you. so he doesn't get the fight. And then it's like, well, so he lands up looking like a complete twat, doesn't he? Because who the fuck wants to listen to somebody that marks their own homework? I'm the best driver in the world. I mean, my driving is not the best, but it's not the worst either. It's sort of somewhere in the middle.
Yesterday's public fallout. They exchanged
You know,
a series of explosive tweets with the billionaire claiming the president would have lost the election
Sometimes I
without
don't,
him.
you know, sometimes I make mistakes.
They were going to clear the air.
I don't know, what does he mean by the best anyway? What does that mean?
International politics.
Is the best reactions, the best eyesight? What is it? The best skill, gear changing skill? What is it? So I don't know whether to go up here or up there where they just went. I don't know where. So I don't know if you can get in up here is the problem. This is where we're going to. I think I've got a feeling I should have followed the cars. It could be that these cars are going where I'm going.
Same name as another man.
It's over there we need to be.
3 men will go on trial next year.
Right, in there. Ah, you dummy. You should have followed the cars. Oh, right, look. Is there a way in here? Aye, there is.
To go to the hearing. An art expert
Right.
failing to declare pieces he sold to a man suspected of financing the militant group Hezbollah. Chuko Ojiri was sentenced
Never
to
been in here
2.5
before.
years in prison.
Oh, there's the
for
cars
pleading
there.
guilty to 8 counts under the
I think that was one of them.
Terrorism Act. Tottenham say they've made the right decision to give them the best chance of success going forward after sacking manager Andrew
So I think that was.
ended their
I don't know
16-year
exactly. Well, just, there looks like it
winning
seems
the
to be
Europa League
a lot of
final
cars going up.
16
So
days ago.
are they going to this event?
Champions
Aye.
League.
So it could be up here on the left.
Their worst
Yeah.
Premier League season in history, losing 22 games.
I would think
Chris Campbell
so.
From the Spurs Chat podcast. Postecoglou deserved to keep the job.
Yes, 22 league defeats is not good enough last season, but to take us to a European
I don't
final
know
and get
where
us
we're
over
going
that line, and getting that Champions
I've
League
got a
spot,
feeling it's
I am
here.
very, very
They look,
disappointed.
like,
I'm
if you look
honest.
for people that look like artists, they all look strange. So that's why they'll be looking at me going, "Oh, this must be what it is."
That's going to continue.
Aye, aye.
Wales tomorrow,
DI,
accompanied by hail
D2.
and thunder showers in Scotland,
Studios.
Northern Ireland, and Bay of 17. From Global's newsroom for Classic FM, I'm Tim Humphrey.
This is Classic FM from Global.
And a massive welcome to the fabulous world of film with me, Jonathan Ross. From now till 9, it's all about your favourite
What we
movie
could do is we
scores.
could park in the
without
end
further ado, let's dust off the tucks and welcome Mr. Bond.
I don't know if I want to do that. Oh, we'll just park up here.
Classic FM at the movies with Jonathan
Not very good
Ross.
parking there. That you can just park in here. Right, we made it. Thanks for watching. Bye. Oh, damn the doors. Right, so we're at the. I better go and see what this show that we're at. Hello and welcome to the channel. We've been invited to an art show. There's loads of people queuing up, so we'll just go and stand beside them all. Right. I am a video maker. Hi. I'm a video maker. D2 Creative Centre. Yes. Seems to be loads of people here anyway. There's hundreds of them here. There's a big queue. Look. And there's a big, massive queue. I wonder if you've got to pay going here. George Wilson. I knew George Wilson. That was at art school. I really don't know anything about this other than I was invited here and what is it? I don't know. Is it it's an art show, and it's going to be on for the next couple of weeks. So we are entering the door. Welcome, fool. Welcome, please don't. Raffle. Don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. Worth about £100 each. Wow.
You can give folk a map outside. Yeah,
Wow.
and that's £5 for it.
I don't know what we're doing standing there. But we got in. I get my glasses on for this. James Brown storm is coming. Oh, right, art can tell you a lot about people. It can tell you a lot. It really can. So when you're at the arts things, you see people, parents and that, getting dragged along. And it's what? You know, this on the corner, Studio 7. Right.
Me too.
You got it there? Is it ever a point when a painting is finished? Is the thing with me. I'm never sure. But when they're finished, like when my paintings are finished, are they ever finished? And that's what I'm thinking. Some of them arrows. So, oh wow. Sat. That's caught my eye. That. Sparrow, £110. I mean, prices are irrelevant, really. It's just like £110. It could be 1,010. It's irrelevant. Coastal Cottage. Maureen Campbell. Yeah. I don't really want to criticise stuff in here because it might come across as being rude. That's a table, right? You know, it's a while since I've done any painting. I really need to get into it tomorrow. Right, so I mean that's right. Yeah, so art says a lot about the person that did it. Reminds me of an album cover, that. Black, 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 black. Mountain.
Anyone for an open studios match? I'll be up in a minute. Is it much cuter?
Right, so we've got, you know, it's very busy. It's busy as anything. Yeah. So, got all these young artists and that here. It's all very noisy. Oh, they're drinking wine. I can't do that because I've got the car. Can we get some wine? Right, so here we are. Is that the buffet? Oh no, it's an art exhibit. There's all this. Is that a queue for wine? I don't know. I don't know. Damn it. night. And the faces. Right. Yeah. It's one of these situations where in the art world everybody goes around taking pictures all the time, I suppose. Well, it's a bit of a weird thing when I'm with normal people, and it's upset a lot of people I've been hanging around with, friends and that, when I start videoing and picturing and constantly doing that. So really what I do is people watching. That's what I do. Aye. Yeah. So is this where it's a big table. Yeah. Oh look, it's a bit of a queue. Right, so we've got a juice. Juice.
Stand under your jellyfish.
Managed to get myself a juice. Now, what we've got here, I need to get my glasses on. Oh, right. Perfect. That's what invited me here. The landscape edge of the sea is my inspiration. Look at the power of nature to the road. Coastlines. Oh dear. Species. Let me tell if I see bees. Short hand. Paintings to make prints. Combine etching and cloth. Graduate of Duncan Johnson. Graham Stoker's a traditional art form sketcher. And I've had the first to teach fine art. Colleagues part-time give me time for my own practice. I have a studio at home and I paint, make and print. And I print works from Dunfermline and Glasgow. Yeah. So we've got Lorna Duffy. ZX. Right. Kate. What's that? A painting or a photograph? It's acrylic. It's acrylic. Nicky Monaghan. Mixed media. Keely Bottom. That rings look nice, don't they? What is this? You better take this from me. Whoa. What the hell's all that? I mean, art's a strange kind of. Well, is it a strange world? Well, it is really, because it's kind of. You can see it's different, isn't it? It's a kind of female. Well, not necessarily, but female-orientated world. Honestly. So I'm really happy that I got invited here. Now I know what it is. I've never even heard of it. Right. Alright.
Join the rescue team.
Let's see if we can find another orange juice. I have a good idea. Yeah. So I've got a bit better doing videos. You sort of like, without being too intrusive, you can see humanity as it is, without him to behaving in a weird sort of way. Alright, okay. Aye! Right, where the hell's it? Orange juice is up here. Oh, yeah. Can I have a... Yeah, thank you. Thanks. So it's I've only seen one person that I know, but then I haven't been to college. And the lady that I was speaking to, that was about 2016. So 2016. Yeah. It's very busy. Oh, aye. Wow. Burning bird. I don't know if it's been hit by a pylon. Fucking hell. I remember what it was like having burns. It was a long time ago. So I can't even remember what it was like. The lady that invited me here is over there, so I'm sort of trying to have her around without interrupting too much. So we can do a bit of truck spotting if you like. Right out there, got wow, it's some kind of depot. Let me look that up. I'm a bit of a strange person because I sort of tend to look at the dirty side, seedier side of life, I suppose. The underworld, the underpants. I like looking at the underpants of life, and you know. So when they're talking about certain things, I'm thinking about other things. I better go and say hello. I better try it. Or I could circle around. How do you actually speak to somebody in a place like this? Without making it a social faux pas. Tell them you're making 20,000 videos on YouTube. When they ask you if you're making money, say aye. I think we'll go and get another orange. Maybe we should see if I can fall out with somebody. I could do that. I'm an expert at that. I can fall out with any of them, look. They drop a hat. All you got to do is just like bump into them and that's that. They'll say their paintings are crap. It's easy. Dead easy. Looks like they've run out. Have you? Have you run out of juice? Have you run out? Alright. that'll do fine. Right, so I've run out of juice, water's fine. Water's good, like, you know. Let's go and have a look in here. I don't like going in it. It seems a bit busy. So it's all mingling thing. Mingle, 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 mingle. Right. That's one of these. The lady I was just talking to did that. Wow, £295. And I'm charging £350 for the painting. Oh my god. £295 seems alright, yeah? Well, 1100, that's more like it. That's that's a print, that's a print. Guy Clee print, and that's oil on board. Tidal interruptions. That's quite interesting. Yeah, very interesting that. Is that an artwork? Is it? Oh, it is. I was going to sit on it. No, it wasn't. So there you go. It's starting to get a bit quieter. Starting to get a bit quieter. So we just sit here and I suppose a better thing about shuffling off the buffalo. That's yeah, that lady there. Yeah, she did that. Cityscapes. The city, the Glycine print. It's like cityscapes, yeah. It's funny when you remember things from your own perspective. I can remember all the artworks I did at college, and of course some of the lecturers I've met hundreds of people, so they won't remember it quite as clearly as I do. Although some do, some don't. I've just been babbling on there and it's not been switched on. Speaking for about an hour about how you meet people, but a lot of people, I can remember clearly everything that I did at college and university and everything, the artworks that I did. And so you meet somebody and I identify them, they helped me do it or whatever. And of course they've been dealing with heaps of people over the last 7 years, 8, 9 years. So that's the thing about art, actually. If you remember it, it's good, whatever that means. So they're all just They're all just networking with each other, cooperating and networking. So I think it's time we shuffled off to Buffalo in a minute. Picture time, the big camera. I like taking pictures of people taking pictures. Fancy cameras. Old fancy cameras. Right. Bit like Meloon. So it's fucking can't see nothing now. That must be all the artists. Right, so its temperature is increasing. Right. Who's that guy? We're going to see if we can get a drink of water. That's what we'll do. Some features are limited to the increase of the temperatures because I'm doing pausing all the time. Carly McEnroy. Wow! And Shaw. Tomorrow's World, AI generated image. Wow. Resonate together. I've just noticed something about them. Have you noticed something about them? Oh, there's 1, 2. Wow, they're artists, right? So you've got artists, hold on, 22 females and. It's an observation, I'm not making anything of it. 1, 2, 3. 4 males. 22 females, 4 males. Is that indicative of the art world? It's a female. I think. Yeah, it's like a lot of things like that. Is it dominated by females? I think in some level it is, in a lot of levels it isn't, but if it's only just academic question, I'm not really too bothered about it either way or the other. So we're all networking.
A lot of patterns.
Yeah.
Sketch out an idea and then work out how you would make it.
Alright, right. We'll see you later. Oh well then. Time to get shuffled off to Buffalo. Right, so we're away. Oh, we see a painting on the way out. Hey! Oh, let's see what it says. Margaret Robertson, My Path to the Sea. Wow. Path. Path to the sea. I would make that into naps. I see that as a sort of abstract thing, but I would make it really strange. I'd turn that into. Well, what am I talking about? I'm looking at somebody else's painting and you're talking about changing it. Don't be silly. Don't be rude. That's rude. Not really. It just has got so much to it, that painting. So we're leaving. Oh. So. Wow. Right. So the studio's in there. Aye. Teaching studio. Wow. Well, we've already looked at most of this, so we're going to go now, right? Yeah. Hiya. Creative Falkirk. Linked. That reminds me of the East Coast, but I was thinking about Johnson, but it's not really, but I know it isn't, but it could be in Fife or something. Yeah. Right, so we're leaving. So it's the first time we've been here. It's the D2 Creative Centre. So thanks for joining. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for watching it. Bye. So that's where we were. Extreme karting. Yeah, that's a lot of fun. Right, we're leaving. Well, maybe do. Aye, we'll start a new video because that's maybe quite exciting. Right, we're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. We're leaving. Right. Ooh. So, what truck spotting place have we got here? Renaults. Best. Was it best what? I've never seen them before. Who would want to be? There's a Focus ST. Yeah. Security guards over there. Yeah. There's council. Ugh. The council. BBC. Oh, look at all that. Pile of scrap. Lightweights. 24-hour CCTV operation. Lightweights contractors. That'll be roads and everything. Oh well, right. So that was quite exciting. And there's some tar. Right. So we're going now. We're definitely going. We are definitely going home to Bonnie, Scotland. Hello and welcome to this video.
Seats and steering wheel.
It
It
is.
sounds strange to love a car and name them, but it's not just me. Almost every Honda Jazz owner stays with the Jazz and buys another.
It is.
True love starts
Coming up for 9 o'clock. 2057.
Dreams.
If I need an eye test, I don't go to
It's coming up for.
One thing you won't see at Specsavers is me.
Do I go?
Yes!
I mean, no. Me, I don't go to Specsavers. Nor you, Spec.
Should have gone to Specsavers. No.
Right, we're going.
Hi, Specsavers. Here for your eye test.
They come to me instead. Come in, kettle's on.
We're away.
If you can't go to Specsavers unaccompanied,
We're leaving. And as usual, when it comes to networking and socialising, I am useless. What it was I used to drink a lot and I was brilliant when I was drunk. So now that I'm sober, I don't really socialise very well. So, yeah, you know. But it was alright, it was worth coming here.
With no health checks and a gift card
Just to find out where it is.
£25 plus 24/7 online GP access. It's never too late to start something new.
But see when you're like, okay, I don't want to. When you're working in a female environment, which is what that is. It's different than working in a male environment, right? It just is. How is it different? Well, it's just fucking different.
Find top-rated outdoor dining.
What's that road down there? Let's go see where that road is.
With 5-star reviews, you'll get value and tasty pizza.
Is that the road we came
All
in?
these barbecue gloves.
Aye, well we'll go out.
Take off before
We'll go out
eating.
a different way then. Pretty sure we came in that way.
It's a wet pizza. Amazon. Find highly rated products at prices you'll love.
Fever Tree Mediterranean tonic water. Made with zesty lemon thyme from a small family farm in Provence, and essential oils from herbs that grow in the Mediterranean sunshine. So, if 3/4 of your G&T is a Fever Tree tonic, maybe it's time to call it a T&G. Fever Tree, mix with the best. Ooh, that takes me straight to the med.
This is classic.
No entry. You used to be able to go that way.
Real music.
You used to be able to go that way.
Wiseman.
Good evening and
Welcome. I'm Debbie Wiseman, and I've had the privilege of being composer in residence here at
Debbie Wiseman.
for 10 years.
That name is in my family tree.
And to celebrate the 10-year anniversary,
On my mother's side.
I've been asked to invite some very
Wiseman.
special guests into the studio.
From Macduff.
The stars I've had the pleasure of composing music for.
If you're a Wiseman from Macduff.
On some of the various films and TV productions that I've been lucky enough to have been involved
Distant
with over the
cousins.
last decade. I'm looking forward to finding out how music inspires them, motivates them.
Nobody really cares anymore about that shit.
Pieces are their particular
Which way you're gonna
and what part classical music plays
straight
in
on.
their lives.
The way you
My
came,
guest
yeah.
this evening is a former stand-up comedian.
I could have,
who says that comedy is very
just thinking about
similar
doing
to his
an
current
alternative route.
profession, in that
But
not one syllable is
not to
wasted,
where I'm going.
and he's wasted not one
So I tell
single
you, this is what I do videos. Nobody seemed all that interested, really, to be fair. Then it's like, lady Catherine says, oh, you're an absolute brilliant painter. I said, yeah, I know.
The man with the golden pen.
I am a brilliant painter. So don't you forget it. Don't I forget it, I mean, not you.
They know my life.
Shouldn't I forget it? I shouldn't forget that I'm a brilliant painter. I need to get on with it and do it. So we'll get started tomorrow.
A song for the end credits of the film Tom's Midnight Garden, which was sung beautifully by Barbara Dixon, and I was so thrilled to have the opportunity of working with you, Don, for the first time. I was in awe. And I want to know how you go about conceiving a lyric that encapsulates so perfectly.
So I'll end up sitting in this room with this
soul of the film, and I'm not
two people and
my garden. I mean, Born Free, True Grit.
Yeah, it's. I've got to tell you,
it's always strange being in the art world. The art world is very strange. But at the end of the day, it's like everything else.
We don't know
you need to make money out of it, you know. So
therefore, everything you ask me, I may look a bit blank, but what I do is I always get to the nitty-gritty of what the film is about. So when I'm asked to do a film,
I just try to find your place in it, or find your way in it.
If I was going to serve with love, for argument's sake, I'll say to the producer, what's it about in a sentence?
Right, so we'll just go straight on and we'll go. If I turned right,
treated very badly when he comes to
I'll end up going.
They treat him terribly.
It's a bit further turning right.
They fall in love with him. I said, thank you.
When I was trying to speak to someone about my roundabout something, and they give me really strange looks.
It's about a, tell me what it's about, it's about a lion who's been tamed and they want to send him.
I think what I find a lot of times is when I'm amongst a lot of artists, and they're not. A lot of them are like quite boring people. Like a lot of them are not really. I don't know. I don't want to offend them because somebody might watch this. Well, I get to watch the actual video when I was mingling around there.
Music dictates
and
the rhythm.
It's the mood.
To be in the same wavelength with someone, and you've got social norms, social conformity, which is what, and women are more predisposed to conform, females, so that and there's more of them in the art world than there's males. So as far as I can see anyway. So they're more likely to conform, so that's why it's a bit of a challenge for them to listen to somebody like me. So I think a lot of them just don't really listen, they're not really interested. So like that's why these videos are so good. And but you will remember there's 86% of my, not you but me, I have to remember this, 86% of my viewers are males. I think you can say, well, what are you going on about this for? Well, I think it's important, I think it's relevant. It's relevant. Why is there 86% of my audience male? That's because the women don't listen to what I'm saying, they're not interested. And that's fine. And it's like, I can't make myself, be interested in them. If I turn left here, it'd take me out of the Bannock for an interchange. But we'll just keep going straight on. So there's a lot of things that I talk about and go on about, and then a lot of that time will not even consider any of these topics. There's a sort of battery facilities and wind farms. They're all in all that shite, but they're all like sheep, aren't they? They're all sort of like programmed sheep that they just do as they're told, you know. So they're not really going to question anything like that, which is what artists should be doing actually, because they've been captured by the net zero push, climate action. But then maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I think that everybody should be thinking about it, but in actual fact, people don't give a shit about it. When you get these speed limits back up to what they should be in the highway, going by highway code, there should be 60 here, 50. 20. Fuck's sake. So we're doing 50 now, and they're saying we should be doing. The sign says. The sign. So the annoying thing is, the bill fell in 2019, but there we've got the sign saying 20. But the bill fell. You know? So what happened? Well, we'll stay anyway. We're politicians, we can do what I like. We don't have to follow the highway code. It's not too bad, that one. The Scottish Government are a bunch of criminals. Get that shite out of here. So I've got the dreaded speed humps. All this shite is well, it should be illegal. A lot of stuff's illegal. It's just like democracy. We're supposed to have democracy, but it's always under threat. And there's people they're ready and willing to hand away to give away democracy.
The film Tom's Midnight Garden, performed by Barbara Dixon with a studio orchestra, conducted by me, Debbie Wiseman, with lyrics by my guest,
circumnavigating
Don
it.
Black.
Is it possible to do 30 here? No, I don't think so.
Successful collaboration and friendship with John Barry.
Wow.
The brilliant John Barry.
That's not
He must
that
have
bad,
been an absolute joy to work with. And your first collaboration with him was on the 1965 James.
Is this one more savage? Oh!
Now, whenever I see this film or I hear Tom Jones singing your title song,
So managed to do it 28 there.
pops into my head.
28 miles per hour.
And I know the National Lottery adopted it many years later.
Yes. Well, when I was asked to do this,
Womanese, do you want to learn what's 40? It should be fucking 60 here.
So that was tricky. So
Womanese, do you want to learn womanese? Well, that was amazing watching that video about womanese. It's like, why am I watching that? I know what it's like. I'm just avoiding it. I mean, I'm not involved with them, am I? Alright, so we've got national speed limit applies from here. So we can do 60.
Because he had a great philosophy.
We are under the grip of green communism.
Especially about music. When I first started working with him, he had idols like Stan Kenton and Artie Shaw and Count Basie. As he got older,
72,
he seemed to talk more about Norma. And he went very, very classical. And on the way here today...
Well, the plan is to go into Edinburgh tonight, but I don't think that's going to happen because, well, when I get home, I'm going to have to make my tea, but I'm going to check out the weather forecast.
Von Karajan.
Yes.
Von Karajan, I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
And he said, Von Karajan, he went on...
We'll just chuck some mince in the pan.
He said he could conduct
what's left of the mushrooms and an onion, and
without a score.
It's easy, isn't it?
He said, yeah, but
basically what I do in the fridge is I look at the item that's about, well, the one that's went out of date the most already. That's what I do.
He was very passionate about that. When it came to Norma, when his swimming pool in Oyster Bay Marla was always playing. He put Marla on as he swam. He was, any musicians listening to this will know he must have been a very slow swimmer. But he was a joy to work with.
And I heard you say on an interview you did quite recently that a great song...
I think the weird looks I was getting when I was going on about the roundabouts is indicative of them, not me. They're supposed to be like artists, right? You know, you're supposed to be celebrating the unusual or the odd or the weird or strange types of activities. So that's where the conformity and the conformity
and the song is about someone who knows it won't last. Their affair will
creative
last.
mind comes in, being creative. So I've got a creative mind. It's not my choice to be like that. I was born like that. Or I don't. Did it happen? Maybe it did happen. You know, it's more. There's like more to life than like. So like you're on. Like I'm constantly an artist, right? That's what I'm trying to say.
But if you're in love, that means so much to everyone. Not
constantly.
just the person singing it.
If there is someone, who would you love to write a song for that you haven't yet?
You know, I don't think there is anyone. I think I've written the ones that I would have said is Sinatra, and Barbra Streisand, and Ray Charles, and Tony Bennett, and I've had that quartet. But anyone around, well, so today would be Lady Gaga, who I think is great. But there's not a long list. Most people write their own songs, don't they? But that's another.
Right, so thanks for coming along tonight. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. We'll get you in the next video. Hello, welcome to the channel. Shut up. Fuck you, asshole. Right, so we're leaving. We're leaving in the morning, and none of them lot will like my videos because 88% of. Was it 88? That was 86 earlier. Fucking ding dong. 86% of my audience are males. But females are welcome, males are welcome, anybody in between is welcome. Everybody's welcome. But I'm not going to try and please anyone other than myself. That's really narcissistic, isn't it? Aye, my channel's here to please me. You cannot be serious. You're supposed to please your viewers, you fanny. Well, I do try and do that occasionally. But fuck it, and fuck them. And thanks for watching, and thanks for being a subscriber. Please remember to click the notification bell or some fucking thing, or whatever. And always remember, leave a comment, even if it's shit, leave it. Even say hello or something, or hi. Or you've got a funny voice. That's the sort of thing I get quite a lot. I don't understand you because you're just because I'm Scottish. Right, so thanks for watching. Bye. It's 14 degrees and it's 20, 9:15.